All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned on in towards the end because I do have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. Kathy Wood has been loading up on it. She almost has 4 million shares now in total. She's doubled up in the last month. I mean, you won't want to miss this one. And it's going to be kind of like counterintuitive to what you would possibly expect it to be, like something more hyped or something more interesting. And it's actually a stock that's been like destroyed, right? Hammered in the downward direction, and she's still bullish. And not only her, but a lot of other institutional investors. So let's go ahead and jump into this here, and we'll see more about that towards the end of this video. So stay tuned. So Ocgn, Inc., right? The stock has been going downwards. I mean, it's getting close to becoming a penny stock. Now, we don't want this to become a penny stock. Penny stock is below $5, and the lowest that we've ever seen it touch was $5.98 in the recent sideways movement after such a run of $18 and pulling back down. A lot of investors, though, are bullish. Now, the ones that are bullish are seeing the bigger picture. The ones that are bearish probably caught this as it was running up or somewhere on the way down, hoping that it was going to run up again. Then they kept averaging down. And then as this went back up to $13, $14, they shaved off some of their position or held through it, hoping it would continue, pulled right back down pretty fast. And here we are holding the position and slightly profiting or a little bit negative since they've been holding onto their shares. Now, those are the different perspectives each investor can have depending on their position. Now, the ones that are long and they're focused wherever they bought in, they feel confident. Not that it's going to touch 18 again, but it's going to go higher than where they initially invested, right? That's their goal. That's their purpose. Now, a lot of people have said some pretty awesome numbers. I'm not sure if those can be touched. It's going to take a lot more than just, distributing Covaxin in the U.S. But Ocugen has a shot here with the Covaxin vaccine and, all the great news. A lot of people are saying Covaxin might even be like one of the best in the world overall when you think about, the temperature of it and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't have to be frozen. It can withstand room temperature. It's being used on all ages and very minimal type of reactions or anything like that, counter reactions to the dosage. And it's made the traditional way that we know how vaccines have always been made, not the new technology. If anything, it's the novel coronavirus in inactive form in the cocktail, and just so many different factors that make Covaxin stand out as unique and probably one of the best. But that's how a lot of investors are feeling. And I slightly agree with that. But the longer Covaxin takes to come into the U.S. market and Ocugen to get everything pulled over here and gets everything situated with the FDA, I think that Covaxin's losing out on market share. The only way that Covaxin can obtain market share is that we need these vaccines year over year. And Covaxin will benefit from being part of the distribution year over year. That's the only thing that I'm seeing in the bigger picture, in the grand scheme of everything, for Covaxin and Ocugen to win and profit from this. We'll have to see what happens. So let's go ahead and look here at our 50-day moving average, resistance, and support. So the 50-day moving average here is 853. Anything below that is bearish. Anything above that is bullish. Our support level down here is 796. We're currently sitting at 809. 796 gets broken through. We want to watch this carefully. How fast is it moving downwards? And are the bulls trying to reappear, or are the bears tearing this one down? Because we've been in bearish territory since the 18th. And if we break through support, this could go lower and lower, deeper into bearish territory. Now, our resistance is right here at this point, 825. Now, if that gets broken through, that does not signify that the bulls have gained control. That's just an indicator for us investors to know that the stock is heading upwards, building momentum, and getting one step closer to the 50-day moving average. But it doesn't guarantee that it can get crossed. So I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. So right here at this point, 825 needs to be broken through by the bulls. But It does not guarantee that they're going to make it back into the 50-day moving average and bullish territory. It's just a stepping stone and an indicator for us investors to know where the momentum is going. But before getting any higher, obviously that resistance level needs to be turned into a support. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, that you found it helpful and informative, and you found value in everything that I put in to these efforts of making these videos. So I really appreciate that. It goes a long way and it helps out the YouTube channel. Now let's jump right into it. So the Workhorse website is what I have pulled up here, and I want you guys to go check it out if you haven't already, to go ahead and see all the different items and products that they have coming moving forward. But the first thing I want you guys to know about Workhorse is that Workhorse has a lot to do with investing for tomorrow, and not the channel. I mean literally investing for tomorrow, no pun intended, as I always say. And this is a sector that is not, I'm not saying untouched, but just getting ramped up, and there's so much potential moving forward for this company that it's outstanding compared to what we see out there. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be able to 5x, 10x your money. I could definitely see this 2x to 3x, and this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten you guys. So let me share with you guys why there's so much room for this to grow. So the first thing is, today I went ahead and tweeted WKHS stock at $14.88 and dropping, yet institutional ownership keeps going up every day. This stock will 2x. That's my bold statement there. And I'm just saying it through a tweet, and I feel pretty confident about this. Now, that's just me being conservative. It could probably go a little bit higher than that, but 2x is certainly possible. So let's look at the chart. So it continued going lower since I talked about it, right? I said it at $14.88. It's at $14.54. Does this have room to go even lower? Yeah, this can touch 12. This can probably touch $10. Now, I've been talking about this one since this big pullback over at the Patreon, right? So if you guys want to know what stocks I'm watching live and what's on my watch list and weekly watch list, you can go ahead and join us over at the Patreon. I will put the link down below in the comments. It'll be pinned in that section. So here we are, and it touched 13 and it touched a low here of 12.60, and it ran up to $19 really fast. That was just like in a few days. It kept going back and forth, hitting $19. That was a quick play for me. I definitely went ahead and took advantage of that volatility, and I saw an opportunity as soon as I saw it in the oversold section. I thought that this was all temporary pullback and so forth. Then it continued going lower, and now I'm looking at Workhorse long term. I'm not going to do anything crazy or fast like that. I'm really seeing potential here moving forward, and because some institutional ownership has really caught my eye. So we're going to go over that in just a moment. It hit a low here of $11, came back up to almost 19 at $18.50. It's pulling down now, sitting at $14.56. So let's go ahead and look here what it is that Workhorse has an opportunity, and why is it something that you would want to have on your watch list. Well, the first thing is institutional ownership that believes in zero carbon emissions. I have it highlighted here. And BlackRock is one of the largest institutional ownerships, and this is their bold statement and their slogan right now. So risk will always be in the market, and I love how they say it, turning risk into opportunity. We believe that the transition to a net zero carbon emissions world will reward firms, sectors, and regions that adjust. So that's another thing that sometimes you have to do as an investor. You need to start adjusting to what's bound to come, okay? Then you want to do your research on the company, and then you want to do your research on the likelihood of that company succeeding with everything that they're saying that they're trying to succeed in. So this is a big deal right here, that net zero carbon emissions. Well, let's go ahead and see who is the top 3 owners of Workhorse. So here we are with Workhorse, and let's go ahead and scroll down so we could see that. So this is right here, the institutional ownership, Workhorse Group Inc. So the top three. So the first one's AMP Holdings, right, with 12 million. Then we have BlackRock Inc. with 7 million. And then we have here stephan D, right, with 6 million. So when we look at the top three, number 2 is BlackRock. BlackRock's statement has to do with zero emissions and the transition of the new world of EV sector and clean energy and the way we do things. That right there is a bold statement for them, and it's a bold statement to see them being the second largest institutional owner. Now, Cathie Wood here, it's reporting 1.9 as of the 19th of March. And when we pull up the most updated ARQ, ETF PDF on the 22nd, today's the 23rd, they have a total of 3.9 million going on to 4 million. It's going to be very interesting to me to see the new updated one for today if they reach 4 million. I look forward to that. That's going to be a big deal. And they're trying to catch up to BlackRock. And let's go ahead and see Vanguard. Vanguard's position is 5 million. They're actually trying to catch up to Vanguard first before they can get to BlackRock. Big, bold statements here from institutional ownership. And yes, if you look up Workhorse right now, they're being attacked, right, by different firms. But you need to think about that. Is that a potential threat, or is it actually permanent? That's what you need to think about as an investor. You need to look out ahead. And when we see these institutional ownerships being so high, it's easy for them to go buy millions of shares. But us, the little guys, the little people, the retail investors, the longer it stays within these prices, the more shares we can rack up at affordable deals, right? Quote unquote, if this is a deal, right? I can be completely wrong. But if it is a deal, which everything seems to turn that way, and just because they lost one contract that everyone was expecting, it just dipped down. But this had a lot to do with hype, and I think this is back to reality. And I think that at some point reality will end up back to these numbers or possibly past that. That's my opinion there. I'm just sharing it with you guys. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions. But the longer these prices stay at these numbers, the more bullish I am, and the more of an opportunity for us, the little retail investors, to load up on shares that we can go ahead and nibble at the prices that we can afford. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts, and let's make some money.